Yo, 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 this is Lee Laurent, and I'm here rocking with All Urban Central. And it appears that Tory Lanez is back in headlines again. And amidst the possibility of Tory Lanez getting out of jail sooner, due to suppressed evidence and new evidence provided by Kelsey's bodyguard and driver, it seems as Tory Lanez has back in headlines, but this time with model, influencer, and DJ Tori Brixx. Apparently, Tori Brixx had went on her Instagram story post, dropping a bunch of cryptic messages that were seemingly geared towards Tory Lanez, as she posted several messages tagging Tory Lanez directly, suggesting that he has been making several calls to her while imprisoned. Just for context, here's a few of Tori Brixx's posts that she's been posting on her Instagram story to give you guys an idea of what she's been saying about Tory Lanez and what she's been suggesting that he's been doing. Tori Brixx's first post is tagging Tory Lanez directly, and it says, "Tory Lanez, stop calling my phone." Alright? And then the next message in her story, she tagged Tory Lanez once more and thanks him for the house that he paid for, as well as the rent, with a few laughing emojis. Pretty sinister, I know. Alright? And then she goes on to also say that Tory Lanez's new song on his album, TB's Interlude, is about her. Apparently, TB's Interlude, which pays homage to Drake's Breer Interlude, she insinuates that actually Tory Lanez is referring to her as TB. TB, Tory Brixx, and she posts, "Stop fantasizing about me," with a bunch of laughing emojis. And last but not least, she writes, "Tory Lanez, ain't nothing but finessers. Stop calling me to persuade me to do obviously anything." So we're going to kind of break down this information and all these cryptic posts that she's been posting in her stories about Tory Lanez. And if you don't know who Tori Brixx is, again, as I said before, a lot of people can refer to Tori Brixx as one of the original Instagram baddies, as she was the first and at least one of the first major Instagram influencers on the Instagram platform, obviously posting beautiful photos, model photos, and has been in the industry as a socialite. She has recently transcended her entire career from being an Instagram influencer to now being an official DJ. Now Tori Brixx used her ability to do hostings as a female influencer to directly influence the party by performing as a DJ. As we may know, Tori Brixx has been romantically linked recently with Rich the Kid, the rapper. If you don't know Rich the Kid, the rapper, Rich the Kid has been known for making pretty big songs such as Plug Walk and obviously his biggest hit single, which was New Freezer. Tory Brixx and Rich the Kid has been officially engaged. They're officially engaged since 2019, and they haven't had any public information suggesting that they actually tied the knot. So they've been in a long engagement, however not publicly known to be married. So it's been about 6 years. But if you know anything about Tory Brixx and Rich the Kid, they went through tumultuous situations together while in a relationship. If you notice the photo that's provided, you'll see the scar on Tory Brixx's eye. This is from the home invasion, in which a lot of people allege that Tory Brixx set up Rich the Kid when he had a home invasion where a bunch of his jewelry and his items were stolen. While Tory Brixx was in the home, she was beaten and battered by the home invaders. So the internet definitely was not on the side of Tori Brixx, and this is her response.
Y'all wasn't there, so I don't really expect y'all to understand where I'm coming from. And it disappoints me to see women, like y'all wanna see, I don't know, man, like, I'm trying to figure this shit out, so like, it disappoints me to see that, like, if they post some shit, it's like, oh, her eye ain't big enough and she set this nigga up. I'm disappointed because I ain't set nobody up. Because at the end of the day, if I asked Rich for it, he would have gave it to me because that's how much he fuck with me. I don't gotta ask nobody for no chain. Like, you get what I'm saying? If I wanted a chain, bro, I can have 10 chains. If I wanted X, Y, and Z, I can have that. So I don't need no niggas to run in and take no shit. Number one, I got my own money. Let's keep that in mind.
So many people seen Tory Brixx' involvement in the home invasion as if she set up Brixx the Kid, especially being that Brixx the Kid has never had a situation like that previously. Brixx the Kid in that situation was beaten pretty bad and hospitalized. But as you see from Tory Brixx, she also was beaten and bruised pretty bad with scars that are permanent. A lot of people realize that Tory Brixx definitely stood 10 toes behind her man. And it seems like the two both moved on from that situation in a more positive space. It definitely seems as if Tory Brixx has been focusing on her career as a DJ, and Brixx the Kid's been taking a hiatus. And just like Tory Brixx stood 10 toes behind her man, the other side of the internet is standing 10 toes behind Tory Brixx, stating although Brixx the Kid never had a home invasion prior, he still had some public beefs. If you guys might recall, Brixx the Kid and Lil Uzi Vert had a public beef which ended up into an altercation. We actually reported this information at All Urban Central prior, but it appeared that Lil Uzi Vert and Brixx the Kid had got into a public fight, which resulted in Brixx the Kid running all around town, running from Lil Uzi, and we got the clip.
Crazy.
I'm trying to find out. You jumped out the car.
In the video, you can see that Lil Uzi Vert had popped out of his car and met Brixx the Kid in a public location. The video definitely went viral as the two did proceed to fight in a Starbucks. Lil Uzi pushing him over the counter, and obviously Lil Uzi and his entourage followed him and ran him around town. We did report this information before, and it seemed like they got into altercation due to many disagreements while online. While this video does not suggest that Lil Uzi Vert was behind the home invasion, it just points out that Brixx the Kid did have some public enemies while being an artist.
What we doing? I'm trying to find out. You jumped out the car.
But back at the main story at hand, with Tory Lanez and Brixx the Kid, who actually had a hit single back in 2018. Talk to Me, which debuted at number 76, but did eventually peak to number 43 on the billboards. It actually spent 16 weeks on the billboard. And after all of Tory Brixx's Instagram story posts towards Tory Lanez, it seems that Brixx the Kid did respond, saying, "I rebuke the devil, I love my family, I don't care what the F or MF say, happy Sunday." So he did respond to Tory Brixx's allegations. The next post in his story says, "I've been in the wrong. Tori has been more than a great woman to me. I've messed up before and I have to take full accountability. She is the outstanding mother and a great person, straight up." So many people online have been alleging that Brixx the Kid actually wrote these posts in Tory Brixx's story, as Tory Brixx then went recently in her story post claiming that she clearly wasn't the one posting. So it seems that she's been hacked, but these allegations and previous story posts that went viral is not from her. So you guys can see that Tory Brixx and Tory Lanez, they have never been romantically linked, and it seems as if maybe this was all a fluke. Either someone was hacking her stories, but she wasn't saying that Tory Lanez was was hitting her up. As you know, Tory Lanez is trying to get out of jail sooner due to suppressed evidence and new surfacing evidence. And Tori Brix is focusing on being a mom, a DJ, and an influencer. So what do you guys think?